Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we will see the JavaScript topic events. First, we'll start with what is events and the different events we have for the JavaScript. So, starting with events, what is events? So, events means change in the state of an object. When the object changes from one state to another state, that is called an event. So, in JavaScript, the interaction of JavaScript with the HTML is handled through events. Different types of events are there, and that occurs when the user of or the browser manipulates the web page. So here the events are a part of the document object model, which is level 3, and every HTML elements contains a set of events which can then trigger the JavaScript code. So there are different types of examples of the events. One is when the page loads, it is also called as events, and when the user clicks on button or pressing any key on keyboard or closing the window or resizing the window. So any action which is taken against the object is called an event. So there are different types of events in the JavaScript. First, we will see the event handler, which is used to handle the events. So in JavaScript, when the code is included in HTML, JS react over these events and allow the execution. So this process of reacting over the events is called as event handling. And in JavaScript, handles the HTML events via event handler. So here we'll see the different events. First, there are different types of events. So mouse events are there, which is used using the mouse click or all mouse event performs here. So we can see there are 6 different mouse events are given here with their event handler and the description. First event of mouse is click. So we can click using the mouse. You can use the event click. So here the event handler is given on click event handler, and when mouse click an elements. So when a mouse click on an element on a web page, that click event is performed. So where the event handler on click is used. The next is mouse over. So on mouse over is a event handler for this event, and when a cursor of the mouse comes over the element. So this is the cursor of my mouse which I am using. So whenever I mouse over this on some elements, so this event is called mouse over. And then next event is mouse out. So on mouse out is the event handler for this event mouse out, and when the cursor of the mouse leaves an element. So now my cursor of the mouse is on description element. So when I leave this cursor from this element, so that time the event which is performed, which is mouse out. So then again mouse down or on mouse down is a event handler for this mouse down event perform, and this is occurred when the mouse button is pressed over the elements. Okay, and the next event is mouse up. This is also occurred when the mouse button is released over the element, and the event handler we use for mouse up is on mouse up. And the last one is mouse move. On mouse move is a event handler for the event mouse move, and this is used when the mouse movement takes place. So any movements of the mouse takes place, that time you use this event. So these are the different types of events which are related to the mouse events, and these are the handlers for the each event. The next type is keyboard event. So we have seen the mouse events. Now the keyboard events. In the keyboard event, we have key down and key up. So using key down and key up keys on the keyboard, we can perform these events. So here the handlers which are used are on key down and on key up. And the description, when the user press and then release the key, that time we use these handlers and these events are performed. The next is form events. Now when we have some form and on which we need to perform some events, so there are different events which we have. First one is focus, and the handler for that is on focus, and it is used when the user focuses on an element in the form. Then submit have event have the handler on submit, and it is used when the user submits the form. Then blur, and blur event have the event handler on blur, and it is used when the focus is away from a form element. And the last one is change. The event handler is on change, and it is used when the user modifies or changes the value of a form element. So these are the different four types of events which are used for the forms. Next is window or document events. So window, if there is a window on the web page or any document is there, so that time we use these three types of events: load, unload, and resize. For load, we have onload event handler, and it is used when the browser finishes the loading of the page. For the unload event, we have on unload event handler, and used when the visitor leaves the current web page, the browser unloads it. And the last one is resize. Here the event handler is on resize, and it is used when the visitor resizes the window of the browser. So these are the event which are performed for the window or documents. So this is all about the events in JavaScript. Very important topic. Whenever we want to use any changes or change the any state of an object, we need an event. So um, this is all about the events and the different events we use for the JavaScript. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do like and share my video. If you like it, please do subscribe so you can get the notification whenever I upload the any next videos. Thank you.